What's up, guys? Welcome to Wasted Space, welcome back to the Rim, and we're in the process of moving from one base to another. Pretty much, as I remember things, obviously still somewhat mourning the loss of Simpowitch, and of course we had just taken out that raid that approached us without too many casualties, which is nice. Now, some people did point out to me that this tree setup here is not as efficient as it could be. You can get them a little bit closer together, but hey, it's planted now. If I do any future ones, I'll make sure to do them a little bit more sensibly, but in reality, for now, we need to be moving some of the stuff that's down here up to the top and dealing with mad boomalope, apparently. Nah. As things go, Randy could be being far more aggressive at this point. Touch wood. It's alright, the base is made of wood. We're touching it all the time. It's just a little bit flammable is all. Cougar. Cougar alert. I'm just hanging around waiting for this thing to come up top and see. I don't want to wake anyone up if I don't have to, just wind them up for no reason. But at the same time, that boomalope is on his way. Is he going to get bored before he gets here, I wonder? No. Nom, my man. Oops. Out you come. Worth waking anyone else up? Maybe Vadir? Vadir's always the one that's really angry, though. Yeah, his mood's not very good. Wow. Radish has a quite high break threshold. Let's get Vadir out. Come on, boomalopes to kill. Yeah, there we go. Now, can you guys please go and put out the fire? Surely that's home zone. Come on now. Surely that's home zone. It's not. That's a bit stupid. Now, will you put out the fire? Nom. Yeah, isn't a firefighter. Not very helpful. Out here. I know you're hungry, but in reality, the fire really should be your top priority. Like, really should be your top priority. Come on, guys. Fine. Everyone up. Eat. Then go and put fire out, please. I love the fact that you'll make me wait for you to eat first, and there's no way of prioritizing that otherwise, I don't believe. Put it out before it burns the blooming wind farms. No, do all the bits that aren't the wind farm first. Perfect. Right, now, where was I? Moving this stuff up. One thing I did want to check was... Okay, so I was wrong. Immunity gain speed factor is 110 regardless of the bed type, so there was absolutely no saving Simpowitch. It's a bit of a shame. Right, let's leave it running, and in fact we don't really have anywhere to put the bedrooms up here yet, but what we could do is move the freezer and so on. We were waiting on the cooler for that. There is research. What's the cooler hanging on? Components, if I remember rightly. Yep. Come on then, get some components done. There's still a fire. You didn't put it all out, did you? Alright. Nope, all of it. Finally. So with a bit of luck, Hannah will come over to our side. Now, I know that you can technically just sort of rescue them and they might come over to your side, but that's not a guaranteed thing. So, given it's not a guaranteed thing, I'm still kind of happy that we took the route we did. While this is all going on, I guess I can start using some of this stuff to... In fact, take it back. What I'm going to do is start using some of this stuff to build this room into sort of a mixture of production quarters at one end, and we'll have like dining area at the other end. Bad temperature. Yes, it is quite warm in there. That's why we're building the cooler. So we want that, and we want a stone cutting table already, to be honest. That's going to end up being really vital, leaving space for us to put little spots down if need be. I should get into the habit of leaving this running, but at slow speeds. Yeah, there we go. You see, it didn't take long, and that means we've got a colonist to rename next time. Which is cool. Let's jump onto her priorities immediately. No doctor, thank you. Yeah, people did point out as well, it's a bit of a shame our doctor's a night owl, but hey, what are you going to do about that? We don't have that many options. No real need for hunt, although having someone who's good at hunting is not a bad thing. Mining and so on, ignore the growing. Can't haul. So this should really mean we take maybe Vadir off of it, and anyone else that's particularly poor? Yeah, something a bit like that. That way Hannah's got a bit more things that she can actually do. Oh, gunshot in the torso, but otherwise not too bad. But she's abrasive, which is a bit of a pain, but what are you going to do? Nothing we can do about that yet. Cool. So we got a stone cutting bench for now. I'll move the research. Can we reinstall the research? No, we can't, so I take that back. I will rebuild the research. It's going to look a bit ugly because of the size of the thing. Let's put it there and rebuild it later. Get all this stuff out of the way. Because I want to start getting clothes up and going, get our guys some dusters and so on. We can't use these old clothes because it was worn by a corpse. They don't like it. One of the many small changes that are bound to screw me up in this version, without a shadow of a doubt. So there's still, I need someone with a higher priority on mining, don't I? Because the highest priority at the moment is Radish, who's got a higher priority on everything else. McGow, yeah, would be wardening otherwise, primarily because we still need to go down and grab the components, which we've been out of for a little while now. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. No need for steel. McGow. Go get some machinery. I bet you I sent him the opposite side of the map when there was some stuff right there, for example. In fact, might as well do that bit. I think it is slightly closer. As for in here, I don't really plan to get any more prisoners until we're at a point where we can deal with them. So for now, let's start uninstalling everything that's sitting in here. Not going to need it. Next plan will be moving the fridge over. I mean, technically I could move the fridge already, but I'm not that keen on the fact that this room next door to it's so blooming hot that it's making this room almost impossible to get cold enough by the looks of things. Either that or we're going to need a double cooler set up in there, which could be a bit of a pain. Or is there something crazy hot in here leaking? There's a little trick some people mentioned to me that I really want to try out. So, where is it? Temperature. Which is if you build a vent in the side of this, I can have a peek inside without having to open it. Now, it's only 30 steel. It's a bit of a cheesy way, but hey, it's Rimworld against Randy. I'll take whatever I can get, pretty much. Nom's off to do some mining as well? No, Nom's grabbing corn from the middle of nowhere. Another escape pod. Cut and bruised. Pretty careful shooter. Just another one that's incapable of dumb labour. All living incapable of dumb labour. Okay, so having just taken apart, or ordered the taking apart, let's actually not take it apart, of the prison, we now have someone to potentially put in there. Or do we be nice and just rescue Tadao instead of capturing? I'm not going to turn down the extra opportunity to get people, and that means initially we're going to have to capture. Honestly, simply on the basis that I think it gives us the better chance. Yeah, we got a much better chance better chance. In theory, it's almost a guaranteed chance. It's just a matter of time. But at the same time, you've got to feed and look after them, so bit of both. We've got some meals left, we're running low on food. How are these things growing? 19%. Not well. We've got plenty of wood just kicking around down there, though, so it'd be nice to have someone on hauling priority some point soon. Just make sure that we're continuing to harvest what we can from around here. Leave it growing, but harvest it. Vade has been on clean priority. Maybe we... Yeah, I did say at the start that Vade was going to end up being primarily just a friendly chat, gets herbal meds. In fact, chat and recruit, isn't it? Yep. Needs-wise, imprisoned, awful prison cell. Do I have to put the plant pot back? Is that the deal? Sure, alright. You can have the plant pot back. Because he didn't get the shoddy prison debuff last time. Speed up a bit. Oh yeah, the lack of battery on this side is still kind of annoying. Are they not actually connected the whole way through? Have I... Surely they are. No, they're not. Well, when I manage that, but that would certainly explain why this end is not maintaining temperatures and so on. That gets down to temperature overnight, so it's definitely just the fact that it's leaking too much. Plants down. I think people are mostly not too pissed off with me. I don't want to queue up too much extra, but we do kind of want to be thinking about what we're doing. I also, can I not forbid them from using that? Is there any way of forcing them to use that one, I wonder? Possibly not. Still no components. I say that. One component left. Minor break risk. Hannah. Okay, I was lied to. Or was I? They stuck that straight down. I don't know if... The way she's building a roof on the outside is interesting. But hey, what that also means is... Deconstruct all of that. Probably because of... because of how Rimworld works. Let's just... clear the roof area as well before someone crushes themselves. You know it's going to happen. In fact, to the point where... Let's do that first. Can you get rid of the roof that's on that? It is still roofed, isn't it? Yeah, it's still got a roof over the top. Don't want to be taking that down. Rat self-tamed. Rats, elephants, all sorts. No, I don't want a rat. I really don't want a rat. I mean, utterly pointless. Cool, right. Now, well, speaking of cool, hopefully cool, we'll see. Animal zones are all wrong. What are we doing? Pathing? Not yet, but soon. Clear allowed area. Animal area 1. Would you please get the hell out of the fridge? I would also prefer it if you didn't eat the crops as well. That would be quite nice. And eventually the heal root, once we get some actually down. But of course, to begin with, heal root's not amazing. Don't want to build on the stone cutter yet because there's too much other stuff going on. Food is low as we would expect. Although are we hauling deteriorating spores in 3 seasons? All right, we're hauling stuff that we can actually afford to eat. That's okay then. I was a little concerned that we were dragging stuff out that was already rotten. Indoors 9, indoors 34. Now we can probably actually close these doors. That might help, and so we're not just throwing power to the wind. Literally the wind. And speaking of power, I might now we've got that bit up and running, slap down some solars across these. Is there any nice way? Not really, is there? Alright, screw that. I'll put growing zones there instead. That should work. I do want some solar power, but it doesn't have to be there. Battery maybe lasts overnight. 0 degrees. Need someone to walk through that door and actually shut it. Nom, can you just wander through there for me? I want to see what the temperatures end up like. Because I suspect we're going to need to, even here, even already, double cooler this place. In order to actually have it maintain a decent temperature. And now we can move over as well. Sweet. Actually moving into the new area. Stockpile zone. All of this blooming space. Pace settings. These things, neither of them can be reinstalled. We got a few meals. Let's do the butcher table first. A party! I'm not sure if do we even have a party spot? Maybe. I might have got rid of it in the midst of everything else. There you go. That's a party spot. Just in case. People get married in the middle as well. I swear I put the trading spot down here, but apparently not. Maybe they can go and trade under our little cover. Ah, okay. There was an old spot somewhere. I have no idea where, but there was definitely one. So, deconstruct the butcher table, get a fresh one up in our fridge. Bad temperature. Is that because it's cold? Interesting. That never used to be a thing. But in response to it, I wonder if I could perhaps make a little sort of room on the side. So instead of having this corridor through, we also have a I'm going to give this a try because I'm intrigued now. 6 by 6, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that is as small as we can go. So I'm thinking basically just... In fact, I won't need to... No. Screwing things up. It'll look a lot nicer if actually I deconstruct this side. Put a door in down here and then use this as our sort of little cooking room. And it acts almost as one of these on its own. And then I can change the path, even better, I can use that pathing mod, therefore, to have them prefer going in and out this way rather than this way. Maybe even specifically have the chef use this door only. We'll have to see how that works out. And then we can make this room a little bit nicer for him, I imagine, as well. Not a very nice size, I have to admit. One there and one there. I guess. Outdoors and bad temperature, only for now. Give it a second, guys. Whoop. Zzzt. Pop, right, fire, and let's immediately get that down before I forget about it. No one bothered to buy that. You're gonna actually just finish what you're doing first. Don't let it break any more. That's better. Steel supplies are alright, food supplies considerably less so. What I should also do is, while we're at this, make sure that that animal area also isn't allowed in here as well. Because in and out of there. Are they even set to that? They are. It's just going in and out of that door. Cargo pods? Randy, what are you up to? You've been very kind. Bunch of rice right next door. So let's expand that area as well a bit. Take up the full room like it should. And then I think I can put another one in here, but with lower priority, so that essentially it gets moved over and we can have the cook just drop stuff on the floor. That could work out quite nicely. Little efficiency gain. Light in the corner. We're going to have our stove there, I think. Room for a little plant, perhaps? Make things a bit nicer. So as it stands, Nom is shifting the stuff all the way down. We need to sort this out tomorrow. This needs to be top priority. There are a few suggestions for mods I can stick on to help me with that sort of thing. Like there's another one by Zorba where you can just like right-click and force them to go and do work even if they aren't assigned correctly in here to do that work. Which is pretty cool, but at the same time, I'm always loath to put more mods on when so far things are running kind of okay. What's going to happen when I add those mods in? Does it screw anything up? It can happen. Still got a problem with construction components. Oh, a problem more with hauling them, though. There's a couple kicking around. Mark a few else out for mining. I need to get construction up for those soon, I think, because we are already starting to run kind of dry visibly on the map, at least. Damn it. Move, folks. There's work to be done. I need that. Aha! I need that stove up there. Let's dismantle that one. Let's delete that. Visitors. Oh, wonderful. Come to our pleasant colony. Everything is wonderful here. No one died recently. Nope. Cargo pods. Right, stockpile in here. Paste, but then preferred, I think. Bills, butcher creature, forever, and nope. Drop on floor. And then in here, add bill, simple meal, until we have, probably need more than 20 now, as we're starting to recruit a few more. Have that drop on floor as well, and a minimums cooking skill of 7. Hopefully we've got 7. 10. Wow. That means Radish. Oh, even Radish has got 7. Right, well, in which case, let's change this up to 10. And that means Nom will do the cooking, but Radish can come in and do butchering when necessary. That's pretty nice. And then It's not going to end up too cold in there, I don't think. Might just be able to whack a plant pot down. One that will actually grow. You need to be dropped to correct targets. -5, -6. Sure, let's have you a little bit warmer. Just try and keep things under control. I mean, it's not actually reaching it in there. Wow, I'm struggling to even get it down to a sufficient temperature. It is sort of coming. Anyway, let's go grab these cargo pods, see what's in them. Gold! We'll never do hauling. Don't take it. I need someone to haul it for me immediately. Prioritize hauling, and for now, we're going to store the drugs in here. But that is a great start. Where are we? Manufactured? I don't know whether... No, it doesn't. It must be a raw resource. No? Just an item. Or am I just blind? All of these are possible. Right, let's have the medicine in the fridge so I can see it. Let's have the drugs in the fridge so I can see it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Go grab that thing. Awesome. That gives us a nice chance against any infection that we might end up with anytime soon. How's Taudo going? Mood's coming up slowly. Prisoner, chance with 33% difficulty. Not too bad. Hannah's idle. That just means we should be setting you more things to do. Did we not have power that needed to be built? No, because I never put it down. Because I'm terrible. I'm going to start off right off the bat with the old run it round the walls. Should be pretty nice for anything we do in future. In here is not crazy hot anymore. It's still hotter than you'd like. Right, let's deconstruct that. What else can be removed from down here? Let's deconstruct our cooler, and then we can replace that wall and start to open this area up a bit, at least for now, given that it's still going to be our, I don't know what you want to call it, where people are sleeping. Bed. Barracks. We'll call it the barracks. That's a better name. Taudo's up. Nom, in theory, is up, but I have no idea where he is. Hauling, I would imagine. Yeah. Hauling components. And that one just keeps on going. I was about to say, oh god, they didn't just deteriorate in front of my eyes, did they? No, he just picked them all up. I'm alright. And everything under here should be fine. Yeah, everything down there is okay. I wonder what value clothes that have been worn by a corpse have. No actual idea. Cool, that plant's growing. -1 in there. 15 in there. This looks like, right, let's try this tool here. And see if that actually has any effect. Might have to go with a dislike on that side, but hopefully that should there it is, dissuade them from trying to go through that way and letting the cold air out. Don't leave the door open, you're letting the funk out. Okay, tribesmen with 2 great bows so far and some peelers. These are ones we're going to want to ambush. They are coming straight in. Melee attacking wooden sarcophagus. The gits. Why would they do such a thing? Okay, quick colonist check. Is anybody anywhere done? Or about to set off anywhere done? Mr. Magoo. That, to me, counts as about to set off somewhere done. We are going to require you for this fight, my friend. Same with you, Hannah. Hannah. Shooting of 5. Go arm yourself. Immediately. There's actually some armor in there, but it's all worn by a corpse, isn't it? Yeah. Vadir with the shotty, yes. Nom, we're going to have to wake you up, I think. Radish with that sniper rifle I forgot we got, that is going to turn out super duper handy here. And we're quite well armed all of a sudden. That's not bad, is it? We can have Radish back there ready to give them some pain as they approach. And then I think it's a similar sort of approach to what we did last time, which is sort of camp round this corner. Maybe have Hannah back there and McGow back there, so that as they come round, for some reason gunning for the sarcophagus, which hopefully they don't break, we can open up on them rather than exposing ourselves to fire too early on. They're all going around the top, right? Hannah might be in line of sight there. Radish, surely you can see him soon. Yeah. That's what we're talking about. Nice. Keep it going, folks. Radish might want to back off soon. Let's give her one more shot. Yeah, Radish, time to back off. They still not fleeing. That kind of surprises me, but hey. Okay. How'd I get good shots on those guys? Without exposure to Monsieur Greatbow. Around here? Yeah, looks like it. Send the pistols round the back. Monsieur Greatbow's not got any line of sight at the moment. Who's... Slightly odd gunshot. Oh, hang on. One of the drone dairies letting him in. Why would you do that? You two need to get back into cover ASAP. McGow and Hannah's position has not turned out quite as I wanted it, but hey. And Radish back on the corner. Yeah. So as long as no one gets hit with this fallback, we should be good. I know there's a lot of pausing, but in the combat, it's not worth. Who shot Nom? Stomach destroyed? Oh god. I don't even understand how you got an angle on that, to be honest. I'm getting really confused by the pistol fire. None of them have a pistol. That is not shooting. Maybe, is Hannah shooting around the corner? Yeah. You guys, time to move out. Radish back in action. Did I don't understand how you could shoot from there, but apparently I just interrupted a shot. There we go, now they're fleeing. Cool, right, Nom. ASAP. Get into the medical bed. Is there any way I can force people to give the... No. Go take that first. Okay, let me just check I'm not making a mistake here. I'm fairly new to some of this. Yeah, blocking various infections. Drop one of those in now to prevent the possibility of something going horribly wrong with Vadir's treatment and with Nom's treatment, and then unfortunately we're going to have to use Radish to actually do any sort of treatment here. But we do have half decent meds. It's going to take him a long time to eat these because he hasn't got a stomach. He's also bleeding quite badly. Go! No. Radish. Okay, we need Hannah to go and be the doctor. Go on, with speed. Not bad. Right, which one of those has got the highest? 8, 7. Radish. Go treat Nom. No. That wasn't the only med... Oh, fuck. We only had the one. Ah! I mean, technically, it is just a stab. Because the stomach's gone. Oh, God. So we're going to have some interesting times in the future with... Right. I don't think we want to capture Komoro, do we? No. Trigger happy, too smart. Death in 2.7 hours. You're screwed already. Bleed out, friend. I'm not going to bother stripping these guys either. Gonna need some more graves too. Doesn't take long before you need a fair few graves. And it'll be quite a long time before we can incinerate the damn things as well. That was it for essentially the goodies picked up? Yeah, it does seem so. That's fine. Nom, how you doing, man? Hopefully... You see, I've been avoiding trying to pronounce it. Penoxycline? I think it's... Oh, no, penoxycline. Penoxyxylene? Oh, God knows. I'm going to give up now. That stuff hopefully should block any chance of an infection, meaning that things won't go to hell. Maybe? So that stuff's moved out here. No power still. Is that out of batteries, or they still just not run the wire? You would have thought that the coolers would have transmitted that power, but hey. Hannah, can you go get that power conduit finished off? That's better, right. Builds were correctly set on there now because I've let myself run out of food because I'm a genius. Ironic that our stomachless chef still in pain. Yeah. Well, I'm afraid, sir, there's not much we can do for you about that. You don't have a stomach. It's going to take you most of the evening just to eat, but you survived. That's just something. I wonder if in this version I can finally put people's stomachs back in again. Interesting, he did go that way. But he came in round this direction. Yeah. Still seems to be overall working a bit, so I was going to get all up on the edge there. I'm going to then deconstruct most of this internally. Probably all of that, in fact. Temperatures up here, maintaining reasonable. So I guess the next thing to think about is getting some bedrooms. Don't like the fact that I'm having to build everything. We don't have enough blocks to really even consider it. Do I want to get the stone cutting on the go? What have we got lots of? Lots of sandstone, lots of granite, and lots of limestone. Well, that's fine. Bills, make sandstone, granite, limestone. I'm just going to stick these all on 2 forever and then pause them. And in here, let's have a few cowboy hats And a few dusters for our folks. Just need 5. Let's do 6 for now. Gal's on the research. Nom's fully healed. Yeah, that's keeping the temperatures much more stable, and then occasionally someone comes up and shifts them out. And it seems like the only person happy to use this corridor is Nom. Brilliant. Brilliant. Ah, little things. Little things, but cool little things. Nice, that's all cleaned out, so we're starting to do that. Yeah, it's definitely time to think about, well, actually, research. Am I messing up here and want to go for drug production first? Yep, I think I am. Go with the drugs. The defense can be manned by the colony for now. I'm also tempted by passive coolers. Mentioned that before, but yeah, passive coolers I think would be actually quite nice. Who's idle? Hannah's idle. Hannah, don't be idle. You can always research. Okay, next up, lots of wood. Let's use it for a floor. No, I can't wait this whole time without decent bedrooms. Structure, steel walls. So what I'm thinking is these things run into a corridor that runs the length of our area. A heatwave, brilliant. So you have a nice double width corridor that comes off each of these. And the corridors are what I'm going to be cooling. And then centrally and off the sides we can have our bedrooms. Now, down here, I might just want to not have a bedroom off the side of there and have bedrooms up there. But let's have a look. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So something like that. And then occasionally we're going to want to have a corridor, I'm pretty certain. So say every 2 bedrooms we have a corridor down the center. Now these could always be repurposed at some point to, say, medical rooms or whatever, but I like the sort of idea of keeping a layout relatively centralized and based off these corridors so that we can chill the corridors and not have the sort of, I guess, overall concern. With the pathing tool I can make them prefer to not go through the bedrooms as well. Yeah. Oh, it's good. It's good. Get started, folks. Let's get some vents up. I kind of want to put them on both sides for symmetry's sake, but I shouldn't. It's going to bug me. Later. Mad animal, elephant, and a heatwave. I might want to confine everyone indoors during this. Where's the elephant? It's a blooming elephant. Not known for being easy to take down, elephants, in my experience. Not that I have a huge amount of experience in trying to take down an elephant. I say my experience. Right, let's take that back. From what I know, elephants, not easy to take down. Lots of firepower might be the route. Radish back there, you're going to be covering our guys. Hannah and Nom up front. Oh, God. Where's it off to? Screw it. I'm going to ignore you. Oh, and it's... I swear I had a message earlier about animals not attacking doors. Smashed its way into my base and is now charging around like a living lunatic. Okay, how dead is it? Not enough dead. How close to firing are people? Very, not very. Oh, thank God. No one actually got hurt there, apparently. The instant we're going to have some food. Which one of these 2 buildings to confine them in? 28. That's outdoor. All right. Well, that's pretty straightforward. We do not have Area 2. Zone area, expand allowed area, area 2. All of this stuff in here for now. Yeah, that's good. And clear the same off area 2. I need to rename this to heatwave or something. In fact, let's do that now before I forget. Yes, need to get over that. Social drugs? No drugs. Nope. Nope. No. While I'm in there. Where was it? What are we doing? Restrict, manage areas, rename. Yes. Probably going to interrupt their eating at the moment. Poor Nom. They're not going to have much to do in there, I have to admit. That's one of the things that we do need to sort out. We don't have any materials to make that. We do have... Right, who's going to tailor? Nom can do some tailoring, as can Vadir. Nom can also craft... Hannah might as well craft in this case as well, because it's going to get her going on that. Has Nom made it inside yet? Nom has made it inside, but is sleeping on the floor. Poor guy. It's a shame we can't, like, just set up some bits and bobs. Right, I want joy and sort of nicer things this end so that we can keep them kind of clean. Furniture. For now, just a couple of stools. What I could do, who's got high construction priority? Radish. And alright, so temporarily we could let like Hannah outside, who is going to go and repair that. Cool. And then can you in fact just work on this chest table for me? Oh, okay. Nice. It's cool. Back on heatwave restrictions for you. Made a mistake there. Should have allowed them across the other side as well, shouldn't I? Mm-hmm. Really should have done. Even though we're missing that door there. Structure, door, elephant took down. They're going to be a bit angry overnight, but whatever. Some of them made it back to their beds. And the beds are... I made exactly the right decision the first time. Taudo is probably screwed. Holy hell, that's ridiculous. Oh... Heat stroke serious, yes. There we go. Even up here it's 46 inside. Is there anywhere cooler? No, this is utterly ridiculous. Oh, definitely passive coolers after we get the meds done, because these heat waves are just going to wipe us out. When it's this cold. This hot, sorry. It's going to kill the food supply, it's going to kill the med supply, and it's going to kill all of our guys as well. Bad news. Well, at least we're getting some rocks in the middle. Or is that something? Everybody low priority research? Might as well be. Can the heat wave go away again? That would be nice. Right, we should temporarily allow everyone outside. I'm going to re-restrict them in a second, but right, oh, who's gone berserk? Oh, Taudo, yeah, I'm not surprised. You guys are coming back inside in a second. Oh, God, really? I mean, I can understand why you'd be angry. No, Norm, move. We need to give Taudo a beating. Not a shooting. I suppose it worked. Oh, the bed's not enclosed anymore. Oh, Vadir. Vadir. Heatwave restrictions. Sorry, my friend. Nom. You're just bruised, man. You can deal with it. You can deal with it. Nom, get into the heatwave restrictions as well. Radish, we really want that door back on the front of our prison. Radish, if you, like, no heat stroke yet. Hannah, heat stroke initial. Alright, you go inside as well then. McGow, heat stroke initial, but is on his way inside, so that's fine. Severe illness, Taudo, yeah, that is unfortunately a thing. Radish, capture Taudo. Now, who else is outside? Restrictions wise, McGow. Playing horseshoes? No, no, you're not. Radish. Going inside anyway. That works. If Taudo dies. So be it. Not build it. Building wooden door? Yes, do. Now, get indoors. Maybe the temperature in here will start to come down a bit and we can actually let people back outside. The elephant's going to be rotting in the heat. Cannot prioritize whenever do hauling. Yes. Radish. This is why I need that mod. Should have got the Zorba mod that lets me force them to do this. Yeah, I'm well aware that there's mental break risks and all sorts, but what can we do? Radish can't treat Nom because he's on the floor. I guess, for now... Whoops. Should really have done this a while ago again. That one could be a medical one, just for lols. Where did you get that from? Oh, from the elephant. Of course you did. Hiding inside. That's what we do. We've got enough blocks here that I could maybe start doing something like... Oh yeah, granite blocks, limestone blocks. Yeah. At least it gives them something to do. Severe illness, Taudo, major breakness, risk, atomic norm. Yeah, I can imagine. Although mood is going up. Mood is going up. Some minor break risks. I kind of just want the heatwave to go away so that we can get back to work. Randy! just you know this is going to be half this blooming season as well. It's just going to come in. Fat Ear is really angry. Taldo has died. That is not a surprise. That noise always freaks me the hell out as well. I was thinking, shit, is that it? Is it over for everybody? Is the colony down? Not yet. Soon. Soon. Potentially soon. At least we're vaguely handling the heat wave. No, it's not that well, but it's better than nothing. What I did do here, and probably could have done a bit better, is think about the fact that obviously I'm going to have matching doorways there as well, so there's no reason to... In fact, is that enough space? 1, 2, 3? Yep, it's pretty much perfect. And how deep are these? 1, 2, 3, only 4 deep. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's... yeah. Definitely given my colonists worse bedrooms previously, so... no complaining. Aware that is probably getting a bit ahead of myself, but what else am I supposed to do at this point? The heat wave is over! Guys, be free! Finally. It's better. They can clean up a bit. Okay, so we lost one potential colonist we could have recruited, but hey. And actually, we did manage to get a few bits and bobs done, like... why would it be forswear? Just checking there's no reason not to. Nope. Get it on. And that is pretty angry as well. No, don't haul it. Wear it. Not too bad. Might have to end the episode fairly soon, but at least we'll have made a modicum of progress. Next step really is getting this all up and running, which means we're going to need to do quite a lot more mining. And not from just there, although I suppose I could slowly be switching things over to stone as we go as well. For the time being, a few more bits down there, but this looks like probably the next location we go and rape for resources. Yeah, pretty much. Start sticking holes through some of these nearby mountains as well, because they could end up with something pretty cool in them. Power situation's looking alright. I'm going to whack another battery down to start saving up, because we are going to get rid of these ones down here soon enough. As soon as the bedrooms are done, pretty much. Should be a spot there for our geothermal. It's a bit not ideal that it's going to end up being basically backing onto the fridge, but whatever. Can't do much about that now. Did they get rid of the roof here? Constructed roof. I'm always concerned it's just going to fall on their head. But I don't believe there is a deconstruct roof order. And they have... like, yeah, there's not supposed to be a roof there. I don't know if that makes any difference either. I've seen them sometimes go and actually build the roof over the bit, so maybe. Okay, the world is a bit cleaner. Our food circumstance is not terrible. We still have an ongoing problem with lack of meds, even though, I mean, I suppose meds aren't the answer to everything yet, because Radish still only has a growing skill of 7. And that's because Radish has too high a construction skill. Or too high construction priority, I should say. And should really be going and actually getting some blooming growing done, so we get that skill up to the point where she can, there we go, plant the hill root. Perfect. Nice. Not sun lamp. Just some normal lights, thanks. Might as well put those in line with the ones I did up top, I suppose. The ones I did the other side, I should say. McGow's angry. That's not too surprising. It's quite warm down there. But hey, soon you guys will start to get bedrooms up here. Yeah. To build some fresh beds for them. Out of wood, so I'm going to need to do a bit more chopping. Bad food supplies, fine. Radish is on the heal route. We're chilling and eating. Everyone's moods are not so bad. Certainly no longer getting hassled about the fact that they're all about to kill me. It's a start. There's a room finished. Yeah, let's give them double beds. And as in fact, there's a couple of rooms finished. They did them in kind of a weird order, but whatever. It'll do. Get rid of some of this trash. Bet you are dumping stockpiles full. You really want to think about getting our proper stockpile inside at some point as well. I might attach it on the bottom of this thing. Although currently our solar panels are a bit in the way. Now what this layout hasn't done, maybe do I cancel this off here? I wanted to leave that centrals area kind of free to have an outside courtyard, but in fact, I take it back. I'm going to expand into this area and have a courtyard either side? No, because that won't force them to... The idea of the outside courtyard is it means that if they want to do something, they have to go outside, which often is a good thing. But in a place where it's always super duper hot is a terrible idea. Everything needs to be connected and cooled, really. Yeah. Yep, I'm going back on that original plan, but whatever, so be it. Ooh, sudden helicopter attack. I don't think that's in Rimworld. Not idle, just chillin'. Right, I'm going to remove these ugly plans from there. They're starting to wind me up. In fact, in general, you guys get an idea of what sort of layout we're going for. In reality, these plans, as you can already tell, are no longer completely valid. Ditch that lot and go. Bit cleaner to look at. What's it going up? More hauling. Get this crap out of my base. And then I wonder, what do we do? Do I have a couple of, like, dual cooler at each one of these? Do I force someone to prioritize researching? Ooh. Combat supplier? At least it's a caravan. And so that they get the passive coolers done? Magao, our social little friend. Come chat with this caravan here. They're a combat supplier. They can buy shit that we don't want. So, obviously we want to keep our components. Flake. Don't want to keep the flake. Get rid of these clubs. Steel knife, yep. Gladius. Peelers, yes. Cool, and have you got anything we want? Not particularly. In fact, really not particularly. Pemmican. Boomalopes, not very tempting. Yep, that's good. Buy our junk and then go away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of finish off a couple of these rooms. Maybe get people actually moved up into this area. And then call the episode done. This is probably a bit overkill for this stage, but whatever. I think it's going to be important to be a bit overkill in the end. Mind a break risk? No, we've got to be fine, right? A raid. Alright, I take it back. We're not going to do this evening. this evening. It is the evening. Yeah, I think we'll have to save that raid for the next episode, because I believe that's about time. This might take a little while. We are going to have some friends to help us, which is a nice start. Tribesman versus tribesman, and we'll just be joining in a bit with our shotguns on the side, because, yeah, why not? What do they got? Mostly pillars and bows. Not too bad. I imagine we're just going to do the same trick, kind of hide around this corner, wait for them to approach, open up. Seems to work all right so far. What do we get done? Quite a bit, actually. Expanded this out, started our bedrooms, got the fridge sorted out. Quite happy with this little setup here, and not only this little setup, but also the pathing mod actually doing what I really hoped it would do, which just means that we can now do things like not have to forbid doors to stop people from going through them, and all sorts of weirdness. It's going to be great, especially with the bedrooms. This bedroom's laid out like this, you know, you can make them not want to go into here unless they have to go in there. Perfect. This is even working quite nice, like 16 minus 1, 22. Just the difference between those areas based on the insulation, not isolation. And we survived a heatwave without me getting any of our guys killed. Again, it's amazing. We did lose our potential recruit, but we did also recruit someone. So next episode, we'll also be renaming Hannah. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. If you did, you know where that like button is. Please hit like, please hit subscribe. Really helps me in the channel out. If you didn't like it, then slam the dislike button. Maybe I don't know, somehow change it. I can't really think of many things. If you dislike it, why are you watching Rimworld? And why are you watching Rimworld right to the end? You're crazy, man. Either way, I'll catch you for the next one, guys. Take it easy.